Well, you know what's not unstable? A country where you can become a citizen through a business transaction, where they allow people of good character in, and they leave you the heck alone.
What's up, my beautiful people? This is your boy Stefan, your Afro-Grenadian ambassador. I welcome one and all back to my channel. I thank all my subscribers, returning subscribers, viewers, and all of you that is watching me from all around the world. I appreciate it so much. Don't forget to watch the ads on this video, and also give the video a thumbs up, a like, and thank you for sharing and sharing and also subscribing to this channel. If some of you have not subscribed to this channel as yet, you can go ahead and do so. I also want to say a big shout out to my channel members, Auto718, Mr. Bon Noel, and Lily of the Valley. And I do hope that many or more of you will become members of this channel. I have put a link in the description box below so that you can navigate to do so. Well, my brothers and sisters, in today's video, we have a white brother who has fearlessly exposed the hypocrisy of the United States and come to the defense of the Caribbean islands and its CBI program. One of the things he said that have caused him to denounce, because this is an American that have denounced his citizenship and he has taken up citizenship in one of, not just one of the Caribbean islands, but two of the Caribbean islands. I think St. Kitts and St. Lucia are two of the Caribbean islands he holds passports for, and he is a citizenship of these two countries. And one of the reasons he said that he have taken up citizenship of the Caribbean islands, and denounced his American citizenship is because the United States have become a dictatorship system hiding behind the mask of democracy. Now we're going to take a listen step by step of the things or what he have said concerning this matter and how he have come to the defense, what have caused him to come to the defense of the Caribbean islands and its CBI program. So let's take a listen.
For me, Caribbean Citizenship by Investment offers a way for anyone to protect themselves with a second passport in a country that's not going to bother them. To some, it's a dumb waste of money. I'm going to explain why those people are wrong. I'll tell you what has been some of the good news over these crazy last couple of years is I've seen more people open up to countries that they probably would have been more skeptical about in years before, because you've seen that Western countries haven't really been taking care of their citizens. They've been making their lives difficult. They've been taking away freedoms. They're threatening to raise taxes. I mean, these are not places that you want to be, many of these Western countries, such as the US.
Okay, so we got to take it piece by piece because our dear brother is explaining some deep stuff. So in his opinion, the Caribbean citizenship offer is very beneficial. It offers, as he says, a safe haven for people who just want to live a peaceful life and not be bothered by the system that they are a part of. And the United States have a system that if they find that you are making money, you have a great deal of assets, well, they will start digging into your business, and trying to make your life miserable. Because one thing with the United States, they give you opportunities, and when they're ready, they will take away that opportunities. And when they feel like, they have this kind of system where they try to dictate, and that is what he's saying. Is that the capitalism or capitalist system that is the United States really like to promote, the democracy that they like to impose on other countries, is not really a democratic. The United States is not really the free country that they say that they are. they have become a country that is dictating how people should spend the money, how they should use the money, how they should utilize the assets. And if you are not following the rules, they will make your life a living hell. And our dear white brother is saying is that the Caribbean Citizenship by Investment Program, or the citizenship of the Caribbean, that opportunity is very beneficial because it provides a safe haven that when you come to the Caribbean, you are not bothered, he's saying. And I get it. Some of us are very concerned about, some people are saying people will use the Caribbean Citizenship by Investment Program, there are some criminals out there that will use that to cover up the criminal activities. There are some people out there that will, use that to, cover up the terrorist activities. And I get it. But we have to somewhat have confidence in the system. I know for sure that a great deal of dues are being done in ensuring and preventing that such thing does not happen. And also, we have to understand that there are some people that not all people are disgenuine or dishonest. There are some people who just want to live a peaceful life and do not want to be bothered. As we hear the white brother is saying, that is one of the reasons why he took up citizenship in the Caribbean, and he denounced his U.S. citizenship because United States have become a hypocritical nation, a hypocritical society. They bother you most of the times. They don't allow you to live a life of peace and use your money the way that you want it to be used. And so that is why he's saying that the Caribbean citizenship have provided safe haven, where he can come, live his life and not being bothered. He said that the United States, the taxes are going up and up. You're making money, but on the other hand, they are taking it away through taxes. But in the Caribbean, yes, there are little taxes here and there, and we will hear him speak more about that. But you are able to protect your assets. You are able to make profits and live a life where you are not being bothered. So let's continue listening to what the brother is saying.
What's been nice to see is people have been open to the idea of St. Kitts and Nevis. Hey, I don't know much about the country, but you know what? No income tax. They're going to leave me alone. It's a straight business transaction. Hey, sounds like a pretty good deal to me. Because in my perspective, the stable countries are the ones that are leaving people alone and aren't rushing to fill their coffers with all the money they've wasted over the years, and they've wasted in digging out of this current situation. And so
it's a win-win situation for all when it comes to citizenship in the Caribbean by investment program. Is that as we heard the white brother is saying, is that it's a straight business transaction. He's not being bothered. It's a win-win situation. In the United States, as he's saying, is that the United States is trying to repay the debts, the unnecessary money that they have been spending on unnecessary things, and now they are pressuring, coming down on the average taxpayers like himself to pay for the debts, the mess that they have put themselves in, threatening to bring up taxes, bothering those who they think is part of the 1%, right? Those who have the assets, and not allowing them to live a life of peace, not allowing them to be what they want to be, digging up into the business and stuff. And he said that the Caribbean, especially over the years, it is nice to see that a lot of the Caribbean countries that was skeptical, a lot of people had on the backbone, a lot of people looked down upon. Now, if you recognize the Caribbean get nice, yeah, but guys, the Caribbean get nice, and we have, the CBI program is one of those things that have I believe, market the Caribbean islands, especially the Eastern Caribbean islands, the OECS Caribbean islands that have the CBI program going. And it have put us on the map. It have marketed us a little bit in a good way, in a positive light. Yes, it have its negative downside, but also in a positive light as well. And look what he's saying. Most of these Caribbean countries, they have some of these Western countries have once labeled us as dictatorship countries, communist countries. We, Grenada, have been one of them. And over the years they have imposed their capitalist democratic system on us. And if we don't go by the rules, they will sanction us. And so it's all hypocrisy, as the dear white brother is saying, is that if you believe in freedom, then leave people to do what they want to do. Yes, you have things in place to avoid criminal activities, but at the same time, leave people to do what they want to do. Don't dictate the way they should live, the way they should use their money, spend their money, digging up into their business. Because at the end of the day, it's contradiction. You're contradicting yourself, saying that you are a democratic state, but behind the face of democracy or the mask of democracy, you are dictating people's lives and making it miserable. And so we are hearing the brother explaining, that's one of the reasons he's leaning to the Caribbean. He's coming to the defense of the CBI program and the Caribbean countries, especially St. Kitts and Lucia is one of them as well, and the entire Caribbean that have the CBI program in effect. So it's very good stuff that we are hearing.
I wanted to share it with you and to dispel why I think that the citizenship haters are so incorrect. Here's the comment. Totally unnecessary and foolish to collect passports of these tiny Caribbean unstable countries, and no, capital N, like number 7, and no 7 or 8 figure individual will prefer to you for this foolish action, but being your videos are aimed at the unsophisticated, no comma, no one would know, NO. This individual says, what's the purpose of accumulating citizenship in Caribbean unstable countries? First of all, I don't think people should limit their passports to exclusively the Caribbean. In this day and age, if you are, for example, a U.S. citizen planning on renouncing, hey, get St. Lucia, get Dominica, do that, that's fine, but at least be working towards something else. Get citizenship by investment somewhere else, again in a country that's a bit more landed. Get citizenship through your family tree, get a fast-track passport, get a paper residence, get something. Be at least working towards something so that you aren't stuck with just that. As much as I've seen plenty of people who function only with Caribbean passports, I would suggest have the passport portfolio for numerous different reasons, from whether it's travel, whether it's functioning in the banking world, what have you. What I would also push back on, though, is the idea that these countries are unstable. You know what to me is unstable? Countries that can't handle their finances. We've seen different memes this past year about the new dog stock, and basically it's the U.S. dollar, or the new failed country, and it's the United States, and because they can't manage their finances. The United States won World War II for $4 trillion. It cost them $6 trillion just for the first year and a half of COVID. They spend like drunken sailors. And it's not just the United States. What's unstable is a country where every year the debt goes up and up and up, and it crosses new thresholds. What to me is unstable is where people earn, on adjusted terms, less and less money every year, where inflation goes up, where there is inequality in society that's causing people to riot in the streets, that's causing massive political upheaval. To me, that's pretty unstable. You know what's not unstable? A country where you can become a citizen through a business transaction, where they allow people of good character in, and they leave you the heck alone. If you want to go and live there, sure, they'll have some rules. Maybe there's some taxes, maybe there's not. Otherwise, they leave you alone. They don't follow you around the world to investigate how much money you're earning, to tell you how to run your business in line with their country's values, to enforce their laws on you, to stop you from hiring or doing business with certain people. That to me is unstable.
Wow. This right there, brothers and sisters, is deep. That's really deep, you know, and the well said by this dear white brother. Well said. And that's the hypocrisy of the United States. They love to paint the third world countries, as they call us. They love to paint third world countries as some corrupt places, and the country is unstable, and they love to put out bulletins about travel advisory and be careful and whatnot, when their own affairs is of no example. They love to clean all the caca in other countries' eyes and nation eyes, but the own caca in their eyes, they don't see it. They love to, clean all the drum and roach in other people's cupboards. And that is what the white brother is basically saying. The hypocrisy is what have caused him to denounce his citizenship and go somewhere else, where the hypocrisy is less, where he can live his life the way that he wants to. They love to clean out the drum and roach in other people's cupboard, but their own big drum and roach in theirs, they don't do. They don't clean out. They can't even see, And so it is well said by this brother. It's well said that, as he got this comment, this person was a negative comment, a negative reactor to apparently he has a channel, and this person was bashing him, bashing the CBI program, and saying that people who wants Caribbean passports and people who are taking up citizenship here in the Caribbean are fools and wasting their money. But we see that our dear brother fearlessly, and I love how he fearlessly came to the defense of the CBI program. Not only that, but most importantly, the Caribbean countries, and how he promoted the Caribbean islands. That it is not these countries that are unstable, as the US and some of the Western powers, the UK and all of them, like to paint the picture. But it is the Western countries that are unstable. They are the ones that are unstable. They are the ones, he said. And look how he beautifully explained how, the unstableness versus stableness. He said countries that are unstable are countries that are bothering their citizens, going out, following them all around the world to see what they're doing, to see who they're doing business with, not allowing them to be free. And and he said that stable countries are countries who don't bother you. They don't bother you. You do business, you invest in the country, and they don't bother you, unless maybe you start to perform criminal activities. Eventually you would get bothered. The authorities will have to intervene. But as long as you're doing the right thing, making your money in the legitimate way, they don't bother you. They don't try to bring you down. They don't try to make your life a living hell and try to force you to confine to their rules. Spend your money the way that they want you to spend, or else your life is a living hell. So that was beautifully said by this dear brother. I love when how he said it. They leave you. He loved the Caribbean country, right? He loved the CBI program. He loved the Caribbean countries, and because we here in the Caribbean, when people come to do business with us, and once it's been done the right way, we leave you the heck alone. We don't have to bother. What we have to bother you for? We don't have to follow you all around the place. Why? No. So he loved the Caribbean country for that, and he also made a statement to the CBI haters, those who criticize the CBI program negatively over and over again, that they are wrong. The CBI program is much more beneficial to the Caribbean islands and its clients. It's a win-win situation, and I want to somewhat agree in a sense that yes, there is some things that I'm concerned about when it comes to the CBI program, but on the other hand, there is a positive side to it as well. And the CBI program have been not just raking in money for us, but it has been marketing the Caribbean like never before. More and more people want to come to the Caribbean and invest in the Caribbean. That is why I would always bring a balance to things. I do my best not to be biased unless you disrespect us as Grenadians. Because I'm an ambassador for my country. So I have to come to the defense of my people. But I would always put a balance to things. Yes, the CBI program have its negative side, but we have to look at the positive as well. And it has been putting us on the map. There's a lot of people who have not known a lot of us Caribbean islands here. They have not known us until they got in contact with the CBI program. The CBI program have make us Caribbean people, a lot of the Caribbean islands known. So we have to be very grateful for that, and I am very grateful to the brother and what he shared. So yes, my brothers, this is it for me today, my brothers and sisters, and I thank you all for watching. Thank you. God bless you. See you next time until we meet again.